Welcome back everyone to Tabletop Assault. I'm David.
And I'm Rich.
And today we're going to be playing the Batman miniature game.
Today we've got a skirmish game for you. We're going to be playing it at 350 rep or 350 points for the uninitiated.
I'm struggling.
I love this game. Let's take a look at the forces, guys. Right then, guys, this is my Batman crew, led by Batfleck. He's by far my new favourite Batman. That may be a bit controversial. With him today, his sidekick will be Gordon, and he's going to be bringing along the SWAT team members Alpha and Bravo, and we have a bunch of cops in to help out. We have Agent O'Connell and Agent Ron there with his handgun, and we have Fem Cop and Fat Cop, because that's what we call them in the community.
Yeah, that seems to work.
It's actually 344 rep Bat Force.
And to take on the Batman crew, I've brought the Joker crew with the new Jared Leto model and Harley Quinn model. So we've got Joker and Harley Quinn. We have Panda Man, the Go-Ahead Priest, Eyeball Man, and Grinface Black and Grinface White.
Mr. Grinface.
Sorry, I'm still learning this game. So yeah, and I think this comes through at 348 rep as well. And let's see if we can take chunks out of the Batman crew today.
Here we have our table today, guys. Nice and simple, good bit of cover, lots of elevation for the characters to play about on. A crashed Batmobile because it's what happens.
It's done
all the time. And we'll be right back as soon as we've got our crews out, objectives down, and the urban furniture all worked out for you. For ease, we did all the pre-game phase in one go. So starting with lampposts, David got more than me, so he started putting them down first. And which was your first one? It was this one?
Place lamppost there, just kind of in the middle of your kind of deployment zone a little bit, just to illuminate your guys up.
And my one went right over here in the middle of the table. And your last one?
Just behind that building there. Trying to spread a bit more illumination from the guns.
Really nicely placed, I must say. And then it was sewers, and David again got more than me. And where did you place yours?
So my first one's down here.
Look at that.
Right there, so on it straight away. Second one here in the middle of the road. And then you placed your one.
It's my one over here, beside Femcop.
So it might have some sewer shenanigans.
Oh, no, you've got another one down there.
Oh yeah, I forgot I got three, didn't I?
You've got one down there.
Yeah, there's a lot.
So for crews, I pulled some shenanigans, and my strategy was to get all my guys deployed after David. So David went ahead and deployed his entire Joker crew. You want to run through it?
Yeah, so we have Panda Man up here, just with his rifle. Really good line of sight from there.
That's got the infinite range as well. It doesn't have any
infinite range,
yeah, so that's really good. If you can see them, it's going to be nice.
Middle here we've got the Joker with Mr. Grinface White again on the sewers, and the Goathead Priest. I want him out front so I don't shoot my own guys.
Yeah.
And then on this building over here we have the Eyeball Man with his carbine. And then we have down there Mr. Grin Blackface. I don't really know where to put him, but just kind of behind some cover. And finally Harley Quinn out on my right, extreme right flank.
Good place for her, being an acrobat, she can move fast.
And that's my deployment.
To counter that, I have Agent O'Connell and Agent Ron over here. They're just ready to mosey on up. I have Femcop and Bravo over this way. Now this is quite precarious because of the Joker gas canister, so I can take blood damage from that on turn one. And over here we have Fat Cop, and David put his Titan right there, so I might steal a dose. I won't get the victory points, but I might steal a dose. Make him tough. Down in the building we have Commissioner Gordon, who was happily just out of the circle of light created by that lamppost. So good try.
Yeah, it was worth it.
Up top, I decided to match Panda Man with Alpha. So hoping for some good shooting there. And Batman.
Yeah.
Ready to wreak havoc, basically. Next up was the objectives. Do you want to run us through yours, David?
Yeah, really quickly. So I've got both the gas canisters just in the deployment zone. We have the Titan, again, as you see in the middle. And you should have, the cache box of ammunition in the back as well.
Very nice.
And I believe that was my objectives.
Yep. My objectives were riddle marker over here and its companion just in this building. I have loot over there and the safe box 1 and safe box 2 tucked around there. I'll see how many victory points I can grab from those this game. This might be more of a killing the goons type game for me.
Yeah, just shoot people up.
So David, if you want to grab the turn bag and draw a dice and see who's going to be going first this game. Now,
Okay.
no peeking.
No, not peeking. So I am
Your white dice.
Well, I'm the white die,
I'm
yes, I am.
back.
Okay, so
For turn 1, it's the Joker to
Okay.
raise his plan first, or make me. And we will come back to you once we've sorted that out.
Okay guys, so I've finished off my plan of action. So I have my Mr. Grins here. So Mr. Grin Black is just basically going to move himself up to try and get in a better defensive position. And Mr. Grin White has pretty much taken the sewer ducts. But they do have to do the same actions, which is quite interesting.
Yeah, it's very limiting. It'll be interesting to see how it works.
Next we have the Eyeball Man. Again, he's just going to try and use some actions here to run up as far as we can to the edge of this building and try and take some shots over at either Batman or, is that Alpha?
That's Alpha.
Alpha.
Great thing with Eyeball Man is the assault rule means he's never going to be rolling just one dice after movement. That's very, very powerful.
Very nice. Next, I had a conundrum here with the Go-Ahead Priest. I have to shoot the closest unit, friend or foe. So I'm gambling on a couple of dice to get him to run and move to get round to a corner where there's technically no line of sight to my guys other than the Panda Man, but there's line of sight to Batman and Alpha, and hopefully we'll try and take some shots at them. Next up is Panda Man. He can't do anything because no one's in line of sight, but he's in a good strategic position.
Denial.
Yeah, if someone also walks into range, then we'll see what happens. And next we've got Harley Quinn, who is going to be acrobatic as hell and just run up and shoot people in the face with a pistol. And she's over here, aiming to run up to this poor bunch of coppers.
She can do a lot of damage with it.
Yeah. And finally, Joker, Mr. J himself. So he's going to be spending some actions to buff some of the other characters. I've not really decided what to do with him, so as you can see I'm putting a lot of defense tokens on him, and I'm probably just going to try and march him up and match Batman 1 for 1, see what happens.
Bring it on.
But yeah, that's my plan, guys, and let's go and take a look at what Rich has in store for me.
I've got my guys all set up here. In reaction to David's force, basically being a little bit defensive as well with some of them and getting them all ready to move up. Pretty simple, there's not much really to say. I kind of want Alpha to take some pot shots, hopefully get some stuff in range. It's going to be a little bit tight, but we'll see what happens. And Batman's going to get ready to start jumping around because that's just what he does. Gordon down the bottom, I'm going to make a beeline for that riddle in the middle, I think. Riddle in the middle.
Go for it.
And yeah, nice and simple. Moving up and going to try and get some of my objectives that I can and avoid the pain and suffering that Joker canister will bring. So let's move into David's first activation.
I'm going to choose to activate Harley Quinn first. So I'm going to spend one of my special counters and a movement counter to run Harley, which I can do 24 inches because she has a 12-inch movement.
Centimeters.
Centimeters, yeah.
It's the most difficult thing with this game.
So we're going to move Harley Quinn.
Well, a tricky little bit of pre-measuring brings her to there.
Which puts her in 20 centimetres of... What's her name again?
That's Femcop. She doesn't actually have a name.
Oh right, Femcop.
Femcop.
Okay. So I'm now going to spend 2 of my attack counters to take a shot with the love gun at Femcop.
which that's reduced to 1 rate of fire, so you'll only be getting 1 dice.
1 dice, and I believe it's a 4+.
No, Femcop is defense 3, so you need a 3 to hit her.
Oh, 3+.
Very
Lovely.
easy to hit her.
So let's go for that just now.
Oh.
No, we do not hit her. That was a 1, guys.
That's one. Oh, complete fail.
And she's out in the open.
Makes her very vulnerable. I'm going to activate Bravo first off. Unfortunately, he's right beside that Joker canister, so I immediately have to make a willpower test, or I suffer 1 blood damage. Very nicely placed, David.
Beautiful.
Now, Bravo's willpower is 5, so I need to roll a 5 or less on my lovely custom Batman dice. 5.
Lovely. Well
That's
done.
exactly 5. Absolutely perfect. So he's
Beautiful.
fine. So for his activation, he's going to go after Harley.
No.
Oh yeah, wide out in the open. So he's got the veteran ability, and I want to be able to run. So I'm going to move one of my movements into special. I'm going to spend them, and he's going to get a 20 centimeter move, which is going to bring him right over to the corner of this building here. So I'm just going to do that, right to here. He's in range. You can see his gun's in range, his shotgun's in range. He's going to go for Harley.
No.
So I'm going to spend my 2 counters. Now I only get 1 shot with this, but it will do 2 blood and 1 stun damage if it hits. So what's Harley's defense value?
Harley's defense is 4.
Okay, so I need to get a 4 up on this dice. Oh no, he fails.
Just shy.
That's terrible. Oh well, shooting over this side of the table's not doing much. And with that, that will be the end of Bravo's activation.
Next up is going to be Mr. Grin Black, who must activate before Mr. Grin White activates.
It's a nice roll.
However though, after I finish with Mr. Black, I get an immediate activation with Mr. White. So all I'm going to do is just move Mr. Black up behind that wrecked Batmobile, which he punched, by the way, to get the Batmobile there.
Oh, is that
Yeah, he
what
did,
happened?
yeah. No guns were used this time. And he's going to try and deny line of sight and a bit of cover. That will then lead on to an immediate activation for Mr. White here, who, as I mentioned, guys, is on the sewer. He's now going to go into the sewer system.
Okay, you can just take him off the table, set him aside.
And that'll be the end of my activations there, guys.
For my activation, Fat Cop is just going to make a very basic move up using his basic movement. So the Titan, I won't be able to get victory points from it, it is David's, but at the start of the next turn I will be able to collect a Titan, and then he will be able to wreck face.
Yes.
And with that, we'll go over to David's next activation.
Next up, I'm going to activate Mr. J, who is going to use one of his special counters to activate Inspire, giving an extra dice to the Goathead Priest. Want to give him as much movement as possible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the Joker as far away from the Goathead Priest, guess what, as I possibly can. So you move over there. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to use 2 dice to run the Joker, again, further away from Mr. Goathead Priest. Another
That'll
8
do
centimetres.
it. Very nice.
So let's just put him to that window behind some cover. And that'll be the end of Mr. J's activation.
Next up will be Agent O'Connell. Now we've done a cheeky little bit of pre-measuring, and his basic 10 centimetre move will get him over here. And I'm going. No, it was more. I'm wrapping him right around. It's more like
It
there.
was measured, don't worry.
Yeah, don't worry, guys. And he's going to spend his 2 movement counters to get a little bit of extra movement.
How much?
2 centimetres, which is going to put him into cut touch with the riddle marker, but he's not, unfortunately, going to be able to use his taser against Harley Quinn, which is really irritating. I am now going to roll to see what victory points I get from the riddle marker, because I'm going to spend my last movement counter to manipulate it. So a 4 and 5 will get me 1 victory point, and a 6 will get me 3. Unfortunately, a 1 will lose me a victory point. I rolled a 2, and a 2 and a 3 result means I get absolutely nothing for the riddle, and it also means it's been technically solved, so it's removed from play.
Oh, lovely. My next activation is going to be the Eyeball Man, so I'm going to use a special and a movement to run him through this door all the way up to this corner here, so he's now in range and line of sight to shoot at Alpha. So I'm going to use...
It's a Gotham standoff.
Yeah. Now, I know my rate of fire is 5, however, I'm still allowed to shoot Assault 3 even when I move.
Nice.
So, 3 dice, and I'm looking for...
it'll be 3s to hit Alpha.
So we're looking for 3s. That's 2 hits.
2 hits. I will be getting 2 pings then for those hits. Now, from this building, it'll be a 4-up ping because of this wall here. So, 4 ups. I fail 1 and I save 1. The bat symbol is a 6. So you have 1 shot goes through. Have you got your collateral dice?
I do indeed.
So you will be wounding on a 4 because he's got a bulletproof vest.
Nope.
Snake eyes.
Does nothing.
Absolutely nothing, even with the collateral. And that was well done for the shot, but
yeah,
no follow through. Let's just say, guys, Alpha is angry and he's going to shoot right back at Eyeball Man.
Oh no.
I am going to spend 2 special. No, I'm sorry, not 2 special. 2 attack, and that will get me a rate of fire of 3 with Alpha's assault rifle. What is your defense, buddy?
My defense is 2.
Oh, this could be easy. If I get all these, you're really going to need to make your ping tests. 2 6s and a 1.
Do we get through?
Wow, that was impressive. So you get 2 ping tests, buddy. Now you're behind the wall there, so it's going to be 4s.
Yay!
Oh, like a boss.
He's fine. Right. Is that the end of his movements, his activation?
It is the end of his activation.
So I have less model count than yourself, than your team, Rich.
You do.
So what I'd like to do is I'm going to pass it on, and I'm going to ask you to activate. I get to choose, don't I?
No, you don't get to choose.
Oh, I don't get to choose, but I'm going to ask you
get to choose, but you're going to
activate one more of your guys, please.
That's going to be interesting. I'm going to have a little think about this, guys, and then we'll be right back. I totally know what David's planning, so that go-ahead priest, I'm really afraid of him. So, for my activation, I'm going to activate Agent Ron. He's going to roll for, spend 1 movement counter, and roll for a little bit extra distance. He's getting a 2. He's going to come, he's just going to mosey back a little bit. That's about right. And then he's going to spend his 2nd movement and his special and get a cheeky little 20 centimeter move, which is going to get him right up to the wheel of the Batmobile.
Lovely.
Lovely. So he shouldn't be able to be seen by him, and I think, unfortunately, there's not a window there. I was going to try and shoot Harley, but there's no windows this year. That's a shame.
That is a big shame for you.
Yeah. Next up, we'll be back to David.
My next activation is going to be, finally, Go Ahead Priest.
Knew it.
So I've done with my Inspire from Mr. J. He's gave a special to the Go Ahead Priest and a movement so he can run all the way up to this corner window.
Where is he hiding?
So the closest
Right in
model in line of sight is actually Fat Cop.
Oh no! What'd he ever do to you?
So I'm now going to use 2 of my counters and attack to shoot once and try and put an explosive round from my LMG onto his face. So it's a 2+ to hit him.
It's only 1 shot, thanks to running.
Oh,
Oh no! The shooting in this round has been terrible.
Well, that's him done.
How are you feeling about that?
Just can't seem to shoot anything. Yeah, it's back to you, Rich.
Commissioner Gordon, all afraid, over here, is going to leg it for the riddle marker. So he's going to run. He's going to spend a movement and special, to run, and an extra counter to move a little bit more, 2 centimeters. So his run move, I measured it out, gets him to here, and another couple of centimeters is going to be about there. So if you excuse me, guys, I'm going to grab him from there, and he's going to miraculously appear in the middle of the table. And that will be it for Gordon. Puts him in a precarious position. Might have to activate him first next turn. So it's back to you.
So my last activation is going to be the Panda Man, who's going to spend his last activation to... as low as I can go.
Was that your knees I heard crack there?
Yeah, pretty bad. That's the last activation for me. That's pretty much it for my crew.
Man, that leaves only one person.
The one and only.
Dark Knight himself. I'll be right back once I've decided what I'm going to do. So finally the Dark Knight's going to activate. I'm going to move him. He's going to use his back claw, so for a move and a special, right through that window frame to here. Oops,
oh, that's bad.
And then you need like a centimetre of extra movement to get into Eyeball Man, which he gets.
Just.
So he's in, and I will now attack. Now I have 3 counters in attack, so I'm going to be hitting him 3 times. How many? What's your defense on?
My defense is 2, and I have a defense token on him.
Oh, let's see what happens. So I need to hit. I need 2s. So that is 3 hits. At this stage, Dave, you can roll a dice. Now you need to roll 5s to block this because you're rolling against Batman's attack value, and you get 1 dice because you have 1 defense counter.
Yay!
Cool. That doesn't happen. So all 3 attacks will go through, unfortunately.
Ouch.
So what's his endurance out of curiosity?
5.
I could, if these all wounds, that could be him KO'd straight off.
Most likely.
I am looking for, my strength is 3, so I'm looking for 3s to wound. Okay. That's 4 stun right there.
Ouch.
That's going to hurt him in the next turn. So that brings us to the end of turn 1. We're now in the roundup phase, and the only person with any damage is David's Eyeball Man. That was a pretty indecisive turn 1. So David, at the end of the turn you can roll 1 dice to try and get rid of one of those stuns.
Let's go for it.
So on a 4 up. Yeah, well done. Well done.
3 stuns rather than 4.
Right guys, that's us straight into turn 2 now. So who's it going to be? Not looking. Not looking. Batman.
Oh no.
Yes, I needed that. I'm going to set up. I'm going to raise my plan first. I've got my boys all sorted out here, and Femcop. So Batman's just going to lay in, and then he's got movement there to use his back claw to get out of dodge. Gordon is going to be jack of all trading. You know, maybe a bit shooting, maybe a bit close combat. Alpha, all about the shooting again. See if you can actually do something this time. And Bravo is going to be trying the same. He's still going after Harley.
Yeah.
Because that's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. And Agent Ron, I think he's going to go after Mr. Grin Black.
Yep.
Femcop is in the sewers and she won't be doing anything this turn.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. And Fat Cop is going to get ready to take some Titan and just get into the fray. And finally, Agent Ron is preparing himself for the unholy beating he's undoubtedly going to get from Harley.
Well, let's go ahead and take a look at the Joker crew. Right, starting with Mr. J. He is going to move out and try and take some pot shots at Commissioner Gordon and tank up. See 4 defense on him there. Harley Quinn, as Rich said, is going to come baseball batting down everyone's face. Panda Man, we'll figure out what he's going to do.
As and when opportunity.
If Batman's still where I hope he is. Next we have Priesthead, who's about to run out of ammunition, but he's going to try and drop down a bomb and then just start running for the ammunition box. Eyeball Man is probably going to die, so let's move on from him. And Mr. Grin White and Black. So Mr. Grin White, as you know, is in the sewers, and Mr. Grin Black is going to come up and try and knife some cops.
That just no.
Yeah, we're terrible people. So let's go into Richie's first activation.
This turn I'm going to be starting with Dark Knight, because he's in a bit of a precarious position. So, firstly, he's going to spend a mighty half of his willpower for 4 attacks against Eyeball Face Man.
Oh no!
Because I want him down. So looking for, it was 2 to hit him, wasn't it?
Yep, it was indeed.
That's all of them. You have anything in defence there, buddy?
I've got 2 in defence.
Go for it.
So I'm looking for what again?
You need to roll against my attack, which is 5s.
Yep, they all get through again.
They don't even add up to 5.
Nope.
So adding my collateral dice, I'm looking for 3s to wound. Wow. So that is well, that's 8 stun damage. Now you've only got an endurance of what?
5.
5. He only needed 2 stun. That's him knocked out cold.
Up.
Out cold. That's absolutely perfect with Weaving from the Insanity spawn.
Yep.
Perfect. And Batman is now going to use a move and a special to make a cheeky bat claw, because I want to get him out of range of this guy here. So why? Because of fighting at night, 30 centimeters is all you can see. So I'm going to bat claw right over there.
Lovely.
Lovely, and that will go easy, and that'll be it for Batman.
Next up, I'm going to activate Mr. Grin, black, and he is going to move up 10 centimeters, which takes him roughly to there. And I need a 2 centimeter run roll to get in base combat to try and knife the cop. So, give us a 2+, we get it.
Wow, that was definitely a 2+.
So he smacks in. We're now going to use, I put 3 counters into attack.
Okay, so to his, Agent Ron's defense is 3, so you need 3s to hit.
Oh no! Okay, so 3 dice, 3s to hit.
2 go through, that's
2
not
go
bad.
through it. I'm just going to double check if I have any special abilities there. What was sharp again, Rich?
Sharp, it means you can re-roll your wounding hits.
That's it.
So so you've hit.
Hip 2.
You get to try to wound. So here's a collateral dice for you.
Here's the black one. I'm looking for what again here?
It's your strength.
Which is 5+.
So 5+ it re-rollable.
And I get to re-roll. So 1 goes through.
1 wound.
And
you get to re-roll that missed one.
Yep. That's a 4.
That's a 4.
So it does cause 1 wound, which is blood.
Oh, that's something. I can't recover that. Well done.
Yeah. Yay! I did something.
First blood of the game, technically.
Yeah.
My next activation is going to be Bravo. He's going to use 2 counters from his attack to shoot, and he's going to shoot Harley, and he's determined to get her. Now this is going to be my second of 3 shots in the shotgun, so let's hope I don't waste this. Needing a 4, I believe?
Yep.
It hits. Now you do have 2 in move. You want to use those to dodge?
So can I use both of them?
You can use both of them.
Yeah, I'm going to use them both, because I'm going to go in combat next, so... Let's, looking for a 4+.
Oh, 4 or less.
Oh, 4 or less, well I get it.
There's it dodged, yeah, well done.
Bing.
Bravo's done nothing again.
Next up is going to be activating Harley Quinn, and she's going to use her free movement to move into base of this copper here. I put 4 actions onto attack, so I'm going to chuck those 4 just now. And I believe is that at 3+.
3 up to hit, and you will get to re-roll these because of handy.
Yep. Okay,
Nice.
so 3 hits so far. Let's make that 4 hits.
That is something special.
My strength is 5+, but I am heavy, so I
do get to roll.
Oh, so you do.
I have 3 counters in defence. I do get to roll that first. So
Oh no.
Harley's attack is 4, correct?
That is correct, yeah.
So I'm looking for 4 ups to cancel as many of those hits as possible, and I cancel 1. So you've got 3 attacks going through.
And it'll be 5+ normally, +1 for heavy.
Yep.
So 4+.
Wow.
And that
and a
is...
collateral dice. You've
Oh,
got to
I'll roll
recover.
that just now. Nope.
That does nothing.
But that is 2 stun apiece.
So that's 6 stun, and that KOs Agent Ron.
Well done, Harley.
Agent O'Connell even, but yes, he's still knocked out. Yeah, well done, Harley. Alpha is going to go now. and he is going to shoot an eyeball head guy.
Yeah.
Just so you know, he does still have line of sight because the miniature is assumed to take up a volume in height equal to the width of the base, so he's still a legitimate target. David will get a 4-up ping test because he is still in that building behind that broken window. So, spending 2 counters gets me a rate of fire of 3, and I will be needing 2s to hit.
Yep.
I believe. So looking for 2s. Oh, they all hit, and that was very convincing. So you get 3 4-up saves there, buddy.
Let's go for it.
So 1 is made.
2 get through.
Right. So I can't kill him this turn. That's really annoying because I can only do 4 blood damage if these all hit. And well, they all wound. So that is 4 blood damage. So what happens there? Because he's already got 5 stun, that converts 4 of those stuns into 4 blood, and leaves them with 1 stun, which means he's still really irritatingly
clinging
alive.
on for dear life.
Hit desperately.
I'm going to activate Mr. J next, and I'm going to choose to run 20 centimeters all the way up to here.
Just got that out of the way.
Just so I can now shoot with my pistol at Commissioner Gordon. So I've got the pink gun, which can only fire once now because I have moved. But we are 2s to hit, I believe.
3s to hit.
Oh, sorry, 3s to hit. Doesn't matter.
You shouldn't have run.
Doesn't even matter. Yeah, so he's stuck out in the open.
Right then, I'm very reactionary in this game. I feel. Gordon is going to shoot the Joker. So for spending 2 for my attack, I will get a rate of fire 3 from my handgun. So what's your defense there? 4?
Defense is 4.
So I will need 4s to hit you. And I get 2, a 6 and a 5. Now you've got nothing in defense, do you?
No, I do not.
So 2-ups. 2-ups will wound the Joker. Oh, that misses. No effect from the critical because they don't match. But that will be a blood and one blood and 1 stun damage to the Joker.
Ouch.
Oh, he also immediately loses an action counter. So you will lose one of those
defenses
for close combat.
And what else are you going to do with Commissioner?
Commissioner Gordon is now going to use his basic movement to move up to there to solve that riddle, hopefully, for spending a counter. I will need... I want a 6. I get 3, it gives no victory points and removes it from the table. It's very much a risk and reward game.
Do you not get to re-roll it?
I do, I have a detective, thank you very much. Because he's a detective, he can re-roll the riddle test. Ha!
There you go.
Yes! Sorry, thank you very much for reminding me of that.
That's no problem.
So that's mean I got... At the end of the turn, that will be worth 3 victory points. And finally, for some more whittle shenanigans, Gordon is just going to shuffle back around here a little bit, because this is all part of the movement phase, because it's a manipulate action, which is used as movement, and he's going to spend his special counter to crouch down behind that bollard thing.
Lovely.
Lovely. And it's going to be back over to David.
Next up is going to be Mr. Go Ahead Priest, who is going to activate. I'm not going to move him just yet, but I'm going to use 2 of my attack counters to use my LMG and fire all the way across, straight line of sight, to
Fat Cop.
Fat Cop. So I've got 2 dice, and I'm hitting on 3s. So that's 2 hits.
Wow, 2 hits. There's no ping test there, so it's going to be straight to wounding. Don't forget your collateral dice.
Yep. So I'm wounding you on...
firearm, so it'll be 2s.
2s. Oh no. So 2s. And we don't get a critical, but we have 2 wounds. That's 2 blood damage apiece.
That's 4 blood. And you'll be pleased to know that you've just blown him to the 7 wins. That is 1 dead copper.
Woohoo! Guys, I just finally killed something. So proud.
It's the first most convincing thing we've done all game.
And finally, what I'll do is I'll use his free movement to now move 10 centimeters forward, but I believe because he's running through a building.
Yeah, if he's clambering through that window, it will be difficult terrain.
So that's halved, isn't it?
That's half. It
So
counts as
five.
double, so it'll be 5. So, are you planning on rolling extra movement?
Well, what I was going to do is I'm going to run with him, so that's halved.
Yes.
So I'm running in a straight line through the building at 10 centimetres rather than 20.
Okay.
And then I'll use another 10 centimetres to do his actual movement, which gives him...
No.
Oh, no, I can't do that.
The 10 centimetre movement is replaced by the run move.
So it is.
So
So you move 10 centimetres forward, basically.
Which is going to get him. You want me to do it for you?
If you don't mind.
No worries. Just about there.
Excellent. He's just come out. I know he's out in the open, but he needs ammunition because he's just used it all up.
And that'll get you 3 victory points as well
Yep.
when you own it.
Let's move on to Batman and his crew.
So my last activation for this game, or this turn, sorry, is going to be Agent Ron, who got knifed. So he's going to valiantly hit him with his baton.
Oh no.
Oh, he's going to club you on the head. So what is your defence?
My defence is 3.
3, so I will need 3s to hit you. Oh, and I've got 3 attack dice, attack counters. So 3 attacks. Wow, they all
Lovely.
hit. That's good. Have you got anything in defence?
Nope.
Oh, lovely.
Throw it all into knifing you.
No problem. So I have heavy on this. So I will be hitting you on wounding you on a 4+, and absolutely nothing. You lucky escape.
So Batman's cheekily moved 30 centimetres away from Panda, and I've got no movement counters on him. We are seeing there's a ladder on the end of every part of the building.
Yeah, just for ease of access.
Yeah, but we can't move down with him this turn. So he's just going to remain crouched just now, and hopefully someone might precariously walk into his killing zone. But that will be the end of turn 2, Rich.
It is indeed. So we'll now go into the end phase. Alright then. So in the end phase, we're going to count up the victory points we scored this turn, because we have actually got some objectives in. So I'll do mine first. I got 1 victory point for Batman making Eyeball Guy KO'd.
Yep.
And I got 3 victory points because of Gordon's very lucky reroll of that riddle token that was down here. So I'm currently sitting on 4 victory points. David, how many have you got?
So I got 2 victory points for killing Fat Cop,
Back up, yep.
and I got 1 victory point for knocking down, what's his name?
Agent O'Connell.
Agent O'Connell with Harley Quinn.
So I am in the lead by 1 victory point, but as anyone who might play this game knows, it can go everywhere. Next though guys, we've got a couple of recovery rolls, 1 on each side. To make a recovery roll, all you got to do is take 2 dice and roll equal to or less than that model's willpower. So I'm going to roll for my Agent O'Connell. Now, I need to roll a 5 or less on 2 dice, and I roll 6.
Ouch!
Oh, that was in the face.
Now I have a recovery roll for Mr. Eyeballs.
Mr. Eyeballs?
So
And
I will
2d6.
do 2d6 and it's
Yeah.
5 or less. Nope,
Definitely not.
he stays down.
So they remain KO'd.
We're going to go ahead now and draw another counter and see whose turn it is first. So
Joker will go
it's the Joker. Also want to mention guys, Chaos Agent for the Joker does remove one of the counters from Batman's crew in this. We forgot to mention it guys,
Just thought we'd bring it up now.
we just want to bring that one up.
As a little side note, Chaos Agent also gives the Joker's entire crew the Trickster trait, which allows them to reallocate their action counters at the start of their turn. I'm going to call it, man, my bad.
No, it's fine.
Same. I forgot to mention it to David, who's still learning the rules. A couple situations where that might have had some effect, but at this stage it's about even. So I think we'll get away with
Yeah,
it.
exactly. I think it's all fair.
So David, do you want to raise the plan first?
I do.
Oh, okay then, and we'll be right back once we've got that sorted out.
So I'm going to activate Harley Quinn first. so I'm going to spend 2 counters, a special and a movement, to run all the way up to this guy here.
Oh, here it comes.
And I'm then going to put 4 of my counters into attack and try and whack this guy with a baseball bat. So I'm looking for
3s.
Yep, 3s to hit with a reroll. So that's 3 of hits so far.
Nice. Go for that reroll.
That's 4 of
That's all
hit.
4 of them. Now I do have 3 counters in defence. Let's see if that does anything. What was I needing? Sorry. Attack. What's our attack?
Attack is 4.
So I blocked 1 of them, but that's a 2 and a 1. So
3 get
2 and
through.
a 3 even. Okay, so 3 get
So
through.
it's 5 plus, but plus 1 for heavy. So looking for 4 plus. And we do get a crit as well.
Oh wow. That's very good. That's really going to make me think about my
Yes.
activation for him.
2 stuns as well.
2 stun and a crit, so he's 2 stun and he's knocked down. Not good in the slightest. So Gordon's going to be a little bit indecisive here, and he's going to shoot goat face, goat head, priest. Wow, words, and try and take him down. So I'll spend 2 counters, and I'll get a rate of fire of 3 from my handgun. That will be the last of my ammo for him though, so let's see if this is worth it. So I need 2s to hit, I believe.
Yep, so 3 of them.
So they all hit. I'll now add my collateral, and it will be 2s to wound unless he's got a bulletproof vest.
Nope.
So looking for 2s, and yeah, because that was a hit as well. So you will take 3 blood and 3 stun from that attack.
Ouch.
What's it done?
So 3 blood will bring me down to 2 endurance, I believe.
Yep. So the 3 stun as well will knock you down. We'll knock you out.
Cool.
I'll take that.
Next up, I'm going to activate Mr. Grin Black. Because I have to do the same counters as Mr. Grin White, who's in the sewers, they're not really distributed out the way I want. But I'm going to go straight ahead and try and attack your copper with a knife.
With 1 attack.
1 attack.
Wow. You will need a 3 to hit, buddy.
Looking for 3s. He hits.
He hits, he really hits.
Sharp again was reroll, wasn't it, wins?
Yes, it rerolls wins. Don't forget your collateral dice.
Oh yeah. So I'm looking for... what have you got?
It's your strength.
Strength, so 5
So
plus.
5's but rerollable.
We get it.
You get it, so that is a blood. So that actually takes him to 2 blood, which means he immediately loses a counter.
Yeah, that's good. What I'm also going to quickly do is I have to automatically now activate Mr. White.
Yep.
I'm going to bring out the sewer here, and I basically need a 3 centimetre, 2 centimetre roll, I think
Probably
it was.
2 centimetre,
Yep.
I think it was, yeah.
To try and get to this victory point, which he does.
He definitely does. Well done.
Boom.
That's we're 3 at the end of this turn.
It's going well so far.
Oh yeah, really well for you actually. So Batman, this being Batfleck, the relentless blood-letting
Mr. Terror himself.
Mr. Terror himself, has realised that this cop just can't do anything about this one guy lying knocked out on the floor. So the terrible Batman is going to backclaw over for moving the special. We've pre-measured this, so he's just going to get straight into contact with him, thank you. And then he's going to roll... I've maxed out his attack, so I'm going to be taking 5 dice. Now the reason I did that is because normally when I play, and it's when Batman's making attacks like this, he usually fluffs them all.
Lovely.
So what do I need? No, it's a little bit different. So whenever you're punching or hitting in close combat a KO'd character, you automatically hit on 2s.
Lovely.
So, but he's defense 2 anyway, isn't he?
Yes, indeed.
So I'm looking for 2s to hit.
They all hit.
They all hit. And this is definitely going to do it. I'm not even going to... I'm going to roll the collateral dice for jokes. I'm looking for 3s to wound. Wow, would you look at that? No, I don't.
Oh, you don't?
There's a dice missing there.
Yeah.
I actually only get 4 stuns out of that. It is enough to convert that 1 last stun to a blood, because this is the coup de grace rule.
And that'd be enough to kill him.
And that kills him. But guys, here's the evidence. This is why I always overpower those attacks. Look at that. And that'll do it for Batman this turn.
For Mr. Eyeball.
He's gone.
I'm going to choose to activate Panda Man for the first time to really do anything. So we're going to use two counters to attack with my modified assault rifle over at Batman in the back.
Yeah, that's because Batman did his usual thing of getting lost in bloodlust.
So that I've got a rate of fire of 3.
That's
and I'm
dangerous.
Looking at 4+ to hit.
4's to hit.
So 1 hits, but I do have a special ability red dot, so I get to reroll 1 failed roll to hit. So only hit once, that's a 1.
Do-overs never give you success.
Yeah. And then I'm looking for...
Well, I do get a bat armor save.
Oh, so you do. By the
So
way.
we'll see if I save against that. That's a 5 up because it's bat armor mark 1. Yeah, he definitely doesn't make that.
So it's 2s to wound.
Yep.
And I've got the red for the crit.
Oops.
Ah.
Oh, buddy.
So we do nothing.
After all this time, he did absolutely nothing. That's so bad. I'm so sorry for you.
I'll use my last movement and a special. Sorry, last movement to just move behind the wall.
Oops.
And I'll use my remaining counters just to crouch down.
Good call.
And that's Panda Man.
So for my next activation, it's going to be Femcop, who's been working down in the sewers all since the start of the game. And she's going to pop out of this sewer right here to get me nice and close to David's starting zone, so I can start getting to my objectives. So I'm going to roll this for a little bit of extra movement, because I use my basic movement to get out the sewers, and get a 4. So that's going to put her, we measured it out, it's about halfway. So she'll be good for the next turn.
Lovely. Okay, so next up and last up will be the Joker, Mr. J to activate, and I'm going to use my special ability Trickster, which allows me to rejig my counters. So I've rejigged them around, and I'm going to start by shooting Commissioner Gordon.
No!
So we have rate of fire 3, and we are 3s to hit, I believe.
Yes, 3's to hit.
3s to hit. Wow, only 1 hits.
I do get a 4 up ping, 5 up for the cover, and an extra 1 because in previous turn I did crouch and I haven't uncrouched. So looking for a 4 up.
And
that's completely saved.
So what we'll now do next is I'm just going to run the Joker. I'm going to run him this way in a straight line to there, and then I'm going to roll for an extra d6. 3 more centimetres would take him to there.
Did you run out of ammo perchance?
I am now. And we're bolting for that ammo locker, but also it's a victory point, so all is good.
So Agent Ron is going to have a go at smiley face guy over here, Mr. Grin. He's got 3 in attack, so let's see what I can do. This is handy, so I can re-roll this. I'll be needing 2s, and I do not need the re-roll.
Oh, was it defense? Sorry.
Defense, yes.
Then it's 3s, sorry.
It's 3s.
They're 3 defense, yeah.
Well, it still all hits. So
nice.
It's 2 5s and a 3.
Nice.
Do you have anything in defense?
I have 1 in defense.
Cool. You will need to roll a 3 then to block something.
I do. I blocked
Cool.
1 of them.
So 1's completely blocked, so I've got 2 attacks left. Now this is heavy, and he's strength 5, so I'll be wounding on a 4. And ooh,
Had a crit.
it's a crit. It's also a 6 crit, which is even a little bit better because it does an extra stun. So you will take 2 stun and get knocked down from that attack.
Ouch.
That's retaliation for knifing me a couple of times.
Finally had enough.
My last activation, because Dave didn't have anyone else, is Alpha, who's now out of ammo. So he's going to just mosey on down here. I know we said they all had ladders, but I'm just going to do something a little bit different to show you how difficult movement works. So he's going to walk to the edge and then come down here. So you'll need to spend 1 of these counters to climb, and then he's going to roll these 2 to get 4. So that will take his basic movement to 14. Now unfortunately that's a 10 centimetre drop, and because it's considered difficult terrain, it does half his movement, so he's actually going to fall short slightly, but because he's falling less than 5 centimeters, he won't take any damage, and he will end up on his feet. And with that, I think that's the end of turn 3.
Okay, so just to recalculate the victory points we're at just now. So I got 3 victory points for claiming that objective with Mr. Grin White. And I got another victory point for knocking down Mr.
That's not Bravo.
Bravo. For knocking down Bravo with Harley Quinn.
Anything else?
No, that brings me to 7.
Your total 7. And I've also ended up with a total of 7 for this turn, because for making a casualty of Mr. Eyeball Face Head, that takes him up to, that gives me an extra 1 victory point, sorry. Mm-hmm. And Gordon got me a victory point for taking care of that guy. And I got a victory point for taking care of the other Grin Twin.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm up to 7 as well, so I've gone from being in the lead to it being a draw, so this is quite interesting.
7 for 7.
Yeah, so we've got a couple of recovery rolls to make. See if we can get people up from being KO'd. So who do you want to do first, David?
I will do, can I do it with Goat Priesthead?
Yep, go. So 2 dice equal to or less than his willpower.
So we need 5 or less. Yep.
Well done. So he is now KO'd.
Yep, oh sorry.
He's not KO'd, he's knocked down.
Yep.
And you remove 1 stun from his damage chart.
Okay.
And same again for
Mr. White.
Mr. White.
Sorry, Mr. Black. Nope.
Oh, completely not.
Definitely not. He's
Definitely
tired.
not. He's taking a nap. And I've got 1 roll to make for myself for this guy over here. So that I will need to roll as a 5 or less as well. So wish me luck. 6 again. And guess what? I rolled exactly the same as I rolled last time to get that 6. That's impressive. And with that takes us to the end of turn 3. We'll be back in 1 second to draw the counter for turn 4. Okay guys, we're now going into turn 4. Just got to draw the counter in my wonderfully hand crocheted Batman bag. So who's it going to be? The Joker or the Dark Knight?
Yay!
The Joker! Ooh, interesting. Do you want to raise your plan first, or will it be me?
I want to raise my plan first.
I thought so.
Yeah.
We'll be back in just a minute.
Okay, so we're going to start with activating the Joker first, Mr. J. So we've pre-measured exactly 20 inches, and we're going to run with 2 counters.
It was impressive, actually.
Right up to that apple crate.
Should have seen my face when we realised that was exactly 20 centimetres. It was spot on.
20 centimetres, not inches, sorry. I'm also then going to use 1 special counter to inspire Mr. Grin White.
For an
to
extra
give
counter.
him an extra movement counter. And that will be the end though of my current activation.
For my first activation, I'm actually going to use Agent Ron and do something I very rarely do, because I very rarely take cops, actually. Well, these ones anyway. Agent Ron has the arrest special roll. So for 1 movement counter and 1 special counter, I'm going to arrest Mr. Grin Black. And all of a sudden, that's me got another victory point. Because he's immediately removed as a casualty.
Well done.
And then for another movement special, I am just going to run Agent Ron, run, right up, be beside Femcop.
Lovely.
Perfect.
Yeah. So I'm going to activate the Panda Man next, and he's going to stay where he is and shoot 3 shots into the back of Batman.
The back of Batman.
So, rated fire of 3.
Yep. And force to hit.
Looking for 4s. We
2.
get to reroll 1.
Oh, of course, yeah, red dot. Wow.
So all 4 have hit.
That's scary. I do get 3 bat armor saves.
We do indeed.
Needing 5s. I would like to make all of them personally. That's well cocked. That's 1 so far.
Okay.
So 2 go through.
And was it to win Batman?
2s. He doesn't have any any other armour but his bat armour. Oh, remember your collateral dice.
Oh, 2s to win and the collateral dice. Oh wow.
Oh wow.
So 2 wounds and a collateral.
So it's actually that's 2 blood damage. He gets another stun for the collateral dice being a 6, and he's knocked down because the collateral dice matched one of the damage dice. So 2 blood and a stun for Batman. That was
4 blood and a stun. 4 blood and 2 stuns.
What's the damage his gun does?
It's 2 blood and a stun.
Oh, so it's 2 blood and 2 stun. Wow.
No, is it not 4 bloods and 2 stuns?
Why would it be 4 blood?
Oh, does it not stack per dice?
No, the
Got
collateral dice.
Got you.
Oh, that's a 2 as well.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I did not see that other dice.
So
My
it's
bad, folks.
4 bloods and 2 stuns, and that's not including the collateral.
So 4 blood and 3 stun.
Yep. And is he knocked down?
And he's knocked down.
Well done, Panda Man.
Finally did something. Should have activated Batman first. So after that disgraceful showing,
Whoosh.
Batman is going to spend one of his 3 remaining attack counters to get up. He's then going to Bat Claw straight across this gap.
Yep.
Right there. And he's going to fling some batarangs at Panda Man.
Yay.
Because he can't actually get into base-to-base contact to punch him. So I will be needing a... what's your defense, sorry?
Defense is 2.
Defense is 2, so I would be needing 2s to hit him. I don't need to roll that collateral dice at that stage. Sorry, so I got 1 hit.
Yep.
And it will be 3s to wound. And he takes 2 stun.
Nice. Next up to activate will be the Go-Ahead Priest. So I'm going to spend 1 action to get him back up.
I'll do that for you.
And then I'm going to spend the next 2 counters on movement and special to run him to the Titan marker for more victory points.
Oh yeah, completely. Nicely done. I'll do that just in case he's worried about Gordon.
Nice.
I'm going to activate Gordon now. At the start of his activation, he's going to use his veteran trait to move up to 2 of his counters to somewhere else. And we're going to put that now into attack.
Cool.
He's then going to use a movement and a special to run into the Go-Ahead Priest.
Lovely.
And I'm going to use 2 counters to attack. So he's defense 4?
Defense is 2 for Go-Ahead Priest.
I'm completely wrong. Okay, defense 2. So they both hit, fortunately.
Lovely.
This might just do it. And where's my collateral dice? There it is. And I will be needing 5s to wound, unfortunately.
Go for it.
I will need 1 to go through to KO him again.
Whoa.
Wow, he takes 2 stun. So that's Goat-Head Priest KO'd again.
Lovely.
And now, for Gordon's last activation, he's going to use a movement counter and another special counter to arrest the Goat-Head Priest and make him a casualty and remove him from the game.
Oof. Next up is going to be Harley Quinn, and she's going to lay into Bravo.
You're right.
So we've got 4 attacks, 2 plus re-rollable.
2 because he's KO'd and on the
Yep.
ground. You need that reroll.
Roll. Oh,
You definitely want to miss. Now, if you get all 3 of these to wound on 4 ups, he's dead.
nope, but we do get a crit.
So he's already knocked down, so
Yep.
nothing else will happen there, and that will convert 2 of those stuns into 2 blood. And he's not dead, but you're going to chip away at him. You might get him next turn.
Yep.
Femcop is going to use a move and a special to run up to the safe box. That's well under 20 centimetres, so there we go. And she'll use her last movement action to manipulate the safe and get a victory point at the end of the turn.
Lovely. So I'm actually going to ask you, Rich, I'm going to pass it on to do your next activation, if you don't mind.
Yep, so we're just going to use Alpha here. I'd like to make a quick note from his fall there earlier on. I actually take 1 stun damage for that fall, so it was 2 centimetres, so he does actually take some damage. So I'll quickly put a stun marker on him. He's actually going to do exactly the same thing again, because he's desperately trying to get down here to try and contest this objective. That's 3 victory points right there. So I'm going to spend 1 counter to climb down, and I'm going to roll I'm going to use my other 2 counters as extra movement, and these need to get me 6. If it's anything less, he'll fall down again and take another stun. Oh, he's fine.
He's all good.
So I actually get a total movement of 18 there. Now that's a 16-inch drop because movement is doubled. So he'll...
Centimetre drop?
Centimetre drop. So the 2 centimetres will get him to here, and then he will just come straight down. And that will be the end of his movement, and at least he won't take any damage.
Okay, so my last activation will be Mr. Grin White. I'm 9 inches away, so I'm just going to...
Centimetres.
Centimetres. I'm just going to smack into there. And I've got 3 attacks that I've put in, 3 counters to put into attacks. So I've got 3+ to hit. They all hit.
Nice.
And what was it to wound you?
It will be your strength.
So that'll be 5+.
5+, yeah.
And it's 2 stun apiece.
Get your collateral.
Thank you. Nothing.
Nothing. Oh, that's a shame.
Ooh. Now we're not going to go ahead and play the last turn. I'm going to be happy to concede. I think Rich's guys have stole the show. Batman got back up and is just going to rip through me. Too much.
Yeah, I'm probably going to get a victory point for that there. I've got 2 guaranteed victory points over here.
Yep.
And you might get 1 there. And for this one here, no matter what happens, I'm going to be able to contest that.
Yeah.
So you're getting nothing from that one, which would put me
ahead
by 2 definitely,
yeah.
Maybe 3.
So I'm happy on that note to offer you a handshake.
Of the handshake.
Well played.
Well played.
Thanks for introducing me to the game. That was good. Enjoyed it.